Here we are.
There you go.
Better with no shirt, I think. What's up, everyone?
What up, what up?
Got some cool stuff to talk about today. First thing, I'm gonna announce to everyone we're live. Get some music rolling all at the same time. Amazing. The world is changing so fast. Holy shit. Time, it's like you blink, you're gonna miss it almost. Crazy. It's like we're right now in this transition period, but you know, the US government just approved, I mean, it's been a little bit, you know, a few days at least, right? But approved that the Bitcoin ETF, the SEC approved it. What does that mean? What's an ETF? An ETF is like futures trading. Basically, the government approved a specific fund for crypto to be traded, for Bitcoin to be traded. So in a way, the US is saying, okay, we approve of crypto. And that hasn't been the case for a while, for a long while. So I love it because that means there's a lot more volume. And on top of that, as soon as they approve that, you get the likes of MasterCard saying, oh, hey, MasterCard just yesterday said, oh, hey, we approve of, let me just share my screen. How about that, guys? So if I share my screen, I could just show it. And then you get the best of both worlds. You get to hear my beautiful voice and see it. Okay, let's search up MasterCard. So I have two screens right now. So if you guys are looking at my face, I'm not going to look at the screen much because the main screen I look at is the bigger one, but my camera's over here. So, okay, so MasterCard, let's go to news here. Look at this. MasterCard debuts partnership to help banks offer crypto credit card rewards. One day ago, MasterCard to allow banks to offer crypto credit and debit cards. What? Get ready, guys. Get ready. Okay, so we're in the beginning now. I'm grateful. Okay, Fabric yesterday. For those of you that are hip to the game, Fabric pumped 84%. Now, which it's really good that it pumped that, but there's still, I gotta be honest, there's some coin that I bought some Fabric. I bought some at like 4 cents, but I've also bought some at like 25 cents. All right. So there's some that I'm still down a little bit on, but I don't care because look at this, guys. 9 million market cap. And by the way, that's triple, almost triple. Because let's go back a little bit. Let's go to market cap. I just want to show you guys when your boy's been posting about it, trying to keep all the game for you guys, for all of us. So let's pull up the Discord. Charts and price talk. Let's just say, let's go to Fab. Let's just search Fab. Fab to the moon. Fab gang. Harry Hodge, my man. Last chance to buy Soul, Dot, Saber, Fab at these levels. Okay. You guys see this? 10:15. That's about 10 days ago, 11 days ago. 10 because today's just getting started. All right. So 10 days ago, I said, let's fucking go. All right. And that was October 24th. Let's go back to October 15th. All right. Fabric's market cap was at 4 million. All right, actually October 15th was at 3.8 million. Dang, guys, that was literally the bottom. All right, I literally said, hey, now's your chance. Now, that's the thing with this though, and the price was at 7 cents. Okay, we've almost tripled in 10 days, guys. So I did buy some down there. I bought a lot. If we go back even farther, I bought a little higher. I bought some up in here, I bought some up here. So it's all good. You still, if you haven't bought, you have opportunity. All right, you still have opportunity because we are only a 10 million market cap, 9 million market cap. And that what that means is that we're very low. So let's go to Saber because actually Saber went up a bit, but Saber hasn't even started really. Now Saber is already at a 60 million market cap. Yes, Fabric will do that and more. Fabric will go to 100 plus. So that's still a 10x from here. Okay, guys, still a 10x. That's pretty good. I'm not all in, you know, I play it safe, but anyway, Saber has not. Okay, so let's just go to this chart. It has gone up a little bit, you know, low of 16 cents up to 23. A little bit, but we're nowhere near what we're going to experience. All right, because Saber is all time high. See, it's interesting here. It says 81 cents, but if you go to Bonfida's Dex, it actually got up to $1. So I think that CoinGecko maybe doesn't calculate these guys' information. But you go to Saber here on, let me find it. Let's go to all one day. Boom, peaked at $1. Okay, so even if it was just a few orders that went through, it did go up. Now here's what's amazing, guys. Let's look at the price action. Okay, we want to buy when it's down. All right, we can clearly see that it's always all the way down. It was all the way down here. Now how do we know that was about? How did I know? Yo, this is your last chance. All right, so let's go to the 15th. 15th is when I posted that. Boom, right here. Actually, we got lucky because Saber went a little lower. So I initially said to buy because of this right here. So see how we're going down, we get this downward volume, and then all of a sudden we get this strong spike upward. Well, that's a change in the price action, right? It's a change in the momentum. Now, this one we had a strong wick on top, so not as strong as this one over here, but look at yesterday's candle. Pardon my French, but big dig candle, overtaking most of this, right? And overtaking the highs of this little high over here. This is our first sign that we're heading back up. All right, so we're gonna go at least as high as we went, at least. What's cool about that though is that maxed out. Now market cap is kind of a meme. Beyond the point, doesn't matter as much. Kind of does actually though. So at the very top, what CoinGecko recorded was that it's at 141 million. Now I fully believe that this will go to a 1 billion market cap in this bull run. I actually think 2 to 3 is not crazy at all, especially when you look at things like Ethereum has almost 500, you know, for Fabric, or I'm sorry, for Saber, because of its use case. To get up to 2 to 3 is not crazy. And to top it off, you know, if you guys have been around when I've mentioned Saber, I mentioned how it's very similar to Rune or Thorchain, which is at, wow, a 4 billion market cap. So it's literally doing what this is doing, except this is doing it for Ethereum and Saber is doing it for Solana. All right, so, and Solana is pound for pound way better than Ethereum, just because of its performance and its backing and on and on and on. So yeah, guys, the cool great thing is we pumped. The amazing thing is we still have much more to pump. Wow, guys, I just had some crazy experience. Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys about it here in a second. Oh man. Wow, synchronicities, guys. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. Quick story. First of all, everybody, the the flow sensors are coming. You guys have heard me mention the flow sensors. The betas are created. They're created. They're here. They're in India. They're not here. They're in India, but they're on the earth. They exist. Okay. So we're going to measure your flow state like very, very soon. And the way this is going to start is we're going to be able to create NFTs based off of flow. Okay. And that's how we're going to start to fundraise for this thing. We're going to bootstrap it. Okay. We don't want any outside funding. We don't want any of that because we don't want to taint the vision. All right. So devices are coming. We got 100 devices. This is what's cool. We're working with a graphic artist. We're working with an animator, sort of. We have an animator that we've been talking to create the visuals for the site, and we're going for some, a Star Atlas feel because this is gonna change the freaking world. Okay, this is what's cool. What just happened? The text I just got. I was super stoked. So on Twitter, I was just scrolling through NFT stuff because I'm like, we need a new what you call it, animator. And hold on, am I on the right account? Thought I was on the right account. Notifications. Yeah. Okay. Look at this. Okay. First of all, look at this chick's art, bro. Oh my goodness. If you guys don't see this, look at this. Beautiful stuff. Okay. So this gives you kind of a feel sort of what we are going for, and the Star Atlas site also gives you an idea. So we're creating a site like this. So anyways, on that note, if any of you know any really talented animators, people that can make stuff like this, I want to talk to them. Okay. They have a potential opportunity if they're the right person. Anyways, this is where it gets cool. Okay. This girl's art, she is friends. This girl just so happens, I messaged her. I'm like, hey, your art's amazing. We need you for a project. Are you open to it? Like, look at this, bro. This is tight. And turns out my friend just texted me, and this person who I messaged randomly is friends with the person who created the flow, like who built the flow sensor device in India. How tight is that? So that was random. So anyways, it just flows. Really excited for that. That's just the way the universe works. So when you ask and receive in a flow state. So anyways, that's coming, guys. Why is that so cool? If just so you know, just in case you don't get what the flow sensor is going to do, it's going to tell you when you're at your best at all times. Okay. So it's going to tell you, oh, hey, when should I trade? Am I flowing right now? Am I in a good mind state? And if it's glowing green, the answer is yes. And you hop on the charts. All right. Should I be talking to my family right now? And if you're not in a good state, well, no, maybe you should take some space, go to the beach, go to the golf course, go to the dunes, whatever you do. So this is a shortcut to tell you when you should perform, when you should do anything. And it's really exciting because how we do things, the frequency that we do them in, that's going to determine our results, right? What does that mean? It's like if you're angry, and I just always relate it to trading because that's the thing that we all relate on because we're all here learning trading and learning the markets, right? If I trade while I'm angry, I'm putting anger out in the world. What do you think I'm going to get back? I'm probably going to get results that align with my anger and give me more anger, or cause me, because I'm telling the universe by my emotions, hey, I'm angry. That means I want to feel more angry. So what this does, it says, wow, I feel blissful. I feel totally in alignment. I feel I'm literally in flow state. All right, bro. Your bracelet's lighting up purple. Let's go trade. All right, let's go create. Let's go write some poetry. Let's go whatever you do, you're going to be able to do it. And the cool thing with this is let's say you create art, you create NFTs. We can sign the NFT, basically say, hey, this is registered or this is certified. This art was certified, created while in a flow state because you wear the flow sensor while you're creating. And it's gonna bring a whole new value to the world, guys. Whole new value. Because this is inner value. This is true value. This is showing like, yes, what people have inside, what comes from inside, the alignment with true self, that's true value. None of this paper bullshit that Uncle Sam decided to force down our throat, right? So, and not that everyone's in the US, but I'm gonna say paper bullshit Uncle Sam because the US is the reserve currency of the world. So even if you're on here and you're not in the US, or you're not from the US, you still have to deal with the dollar indirectly. So anyway, on that note, I made yesterday, I made a silver trade, okay, and I hopped out. And I'm glad I did because I would have gotten stopped out. And I did it because it's fall, silver follows gold. Okay, we entered back over here and it looked like so juicy. Because I saw silver right here, and then I looked at gold on the same, and gold had gone up, where you can see silver hadn't really, it just kind of went sideways. Glad I canceled the trade, glad I got out. What this taught me and what I'm learning right now is for the moment, I shouldn't be trading any Forex or commodities. Okay, guys. So I apologize beforehand. The cool thing though is while I'm this doesn't change anything. So for those of you that are getting coaching, you still need. I'm not your daddy. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but start on Forex charts because the patterns are way easier to recognize and to get, and then you can take them over to the crypto market anywhere else. Okay. I say that because you just, like I mentioned so many times, and this is from experience, you get crazy price action on crypto. Okay. You get freaking like, look at this wick right here. Or you guys remember that, I'm just going to show you that example from the other day on Binance US. Look at this, guy. I don't know if any of you saw this. Some of you did on the stream.
That's 8K, right?
Yeah, Bitcoin on just on Binance US dumped all the way to 8,300, 8,200. Crazy. And one wick in just 1 second. You guys see that? What happened is someone fat fingered, probably, maybe on purpose. They looked at the order book, and since there's not a lot of money on Binance US, most of it's on regular Binance. Not a lot of money on Binance US. Someone with probably 10 million bucks was able to clear the order book, because all order books are individual. The way it works is, everyone says, okay, if Bitcoin, they have their stop losses set, right? They have their take profit set. And so what someone with a lot of Bitcoin could have done, since there wasn't a ton on the exchange, is they just sell and move the price on that exchange down like 3,000 or 4,000, and then it starts to trigger stop losses. And then all these stop losses get triggered, and it's like a train because those stop losses get hit, which cause the price to go lower, which hits more stop losses, which causes the price to go lower. So that's what happened here. And so this shit happens on crypto a lot, okay? And it's so often. And I mean, 8,000, like lucky man or woman or whoever, if anyone had bids down there. So that's why it's getting less and less now, but in 2017, it was a thing to just set random orders, like on random exchanges. Like, let me set a buy order for XRP at 1 cent. And I remember there was a wick on there that it went down to like 3 cents from 80 or something. And then it went back up. So anyways, I'm saying this because I got to follow what I'm doing. I follow the money, and I have been trying to force myself, but I'm really, I'm really just drawn to charting and trading crypto right now because it's moving. And I can tell you that there's a chance that as soon as it's done moving, and that could be after December, after January, but I'm thinking after February, maybe in March, I'm gonna take money out and I'm gonna be trading crypto a lot less because we're gonna experience a bear market for a while, right? So, and the bear market can last a long time. I mean, look at this bear market. This is from 2017, right? We basically were in a bear market until we crossed the high, which was, this last year. So we were in a bear market for about 4 years, maybe almost, 4.5 years. And I don't know, maybe 3. I guess we could call the bull market 20, maybe around here. I don't know. But really, it started to move. You see how it moves up in such a short amount of time as compared to when it was down. So anyways, we have a bit left. It's moved up a lot for sure. And so we have a little bit left, maybe a lot of it left, a lot more than people think. But at that point, when it's done, I'll switch back to Forex. Okay. You guys will get me back in on the old stuff. And I trade what moves. See, as a trader, I follow the money. Okay. And so I want to follow where the movement's happening. And yes, Forex is always moving, and I've been able to milk Forex for a long time. But the gains you can see in crypto in a short time are crazy. I mean, as you guys have seen, 84% in a day on Fabric yesterday. Like, get out of here. You can't do that in Forex. You can't. So unless you're 100x leverage, and we don't need any of that. So, okay, what am I doing? How am I trading it? I'm on Bybit. All right. So Bybit is a great exchange. If you guys feel called. Now, the only reason that you should be trading crypto, especially on Bybit, because they do have spot trading. If you're going to trade on Bybit right now and you don't have experience trading, you haven't been trading for like at least a few months, or I would say 5 months. If you don't have that experience, and most importantly, you could be trading for 5 weeks. If you've proved that you can be profitable with your trading, then put money in this account. But if you haven't, then I wouldn't. I would just keep trading Forex. Okay. It's the same patterns. Okay. The same stuff I talk about here in the live streams. I talk about the course. It's all the same. It's all the same. All right. Everything just, things have their own emotions, and it's hard to teach each individual pair all the emotions and patterns that each pair has. So what I'm doing is I'm trading there, but obviously mostly I'm trading spot. I'm investing. Okay. So right now I'm logged into a friend's account. I made a deal with them. I'm just kind of trading it for him, seeing what we can do with it over the next, few months or so. And anyways, Bybit. Yeah. So use this to if you want to leverage trade. And if you're going to leverage trade, let's go to derivatives. Let's just show you what it looks like. So this is what the derivatives account looks like. And you can do up to 100, 50, 100x leverage. And it's really good interface, really clean, really clear. But you can see my chart set up the same way. The Bollinger Bands are a little different color. But in the charting here works really good. They actually embedded, these are trading view charts inside Bybit. So a lot cleaner than, the MetaTrader, but you can't trade Forex here. You just can't. So the only reason, like I said, that you should be using this is if you've got experience in MetaTrader, in Forex. Okay. And if you've been trading Forex, and you've proven that you've done well. Okay. So anyways, let's chart a little bit. All right. I'll chart some Forex though. Actually, if you guys request it, I'm always going to do that. But just know, I'm just repeating, I'm more inclined for crypto right now because it's moving, because there's a lot more opportunity for me there right now. And in the long run, I got to tell you guys, like long run, a few years out, I can see myself getting to a point where I don't trade Forex. Like I'll probably trade Forex through the bear run. So, after February, March, for a couple years. But I mean, it depends. I can't even commit to that. I'll trade Forex though for a little while. Eventually though, I will not. And why? It's because I don't believe in any of these currencies, and it's not inspiring for me to trade something that I know is dying. Okay. So shout out US dollar, shout out Canadian dollar. These are big countries. These are big currencies. It's not like they're going to die over the next year or two. It's just that I know where the new world is. I know where the world's headed. And if you guys are here with me, you can see it too, like we're going to a very, very, honestly, a free world, but it's going to be digital. Our freedom is going to be based off of smart contracts and based off of how much crypto do we hold. And yeah, so inflation hasn't even started to reflect. It started to reflect in the prices of food and stuff in the US, but it hasn't yet hit crypto. Just wait, guys. Just freaking wait. Okay, let's talk about Solana for a second. Talking about the chart here, I have this Fibonacci laid out because we don't know. Solana made a new all-time high for 1 second. So now what you guys do, when this happens in crypto, some of these charts are up, and so like Bitcoin, for instance, is up. I'm not going to get into a Bitcoin trade until we're above the previous all-time high again. Okay, I'm not going to get into a long. I'm going to wait. So the coins like that, you want to wait. Now, other ones like, see, Avalanche is even up a little bit, but like Saber, Fabric, those are ones you get into right now. And you get into them now because they're going to pump like crazy. They've already started. Yesterday was just a test. Yesterday said, hey, knock, knock, we're awake. We're coming to life. Okay. So Solana's been pumping, and since they're Solana coins, they're going to follow suit. Solana is going to absolutely rip, guys. Solana is going to probably go to $1,000 this bull run. But I know, like, for sure, guaranteed, like in the bag, 500-600 guaranteed. Not financial advice, but do with that information what you will. If you do with that information, you profit off of it, you're gonna do well. So so we can expect things to come up. Now it's not gonna be overnight, right? It's not gonna be just overnight. But why do I say this? Because let's check. Let me go back to what I'm doing, guys, is I'm showing you how do I find this stuff? How do I make decisions? How do I make predictions? Okay, I want you to be able to do the same. Why? Because I want to be on a team with you. Okay, I want you to hop on. Let's all teach the world how to do this, and let's end scarcity and poverty through the entire world. Okay, we do that, and then we can just race our yachts. All right, but how do I find this out? Now Solana's up a bit, but Solana, let's do the math. 400,000 transactions per second. That's Solana. That's what it can do. And the thing is, it claims 50,000, but you only got to shut down and prove it can do up to 400,000. So let's just do the number of 50,000. Okay. 50,000 transactions per second, even though it's already proven it can do 400. 50,000 divided by, or no, I guess 1,500, which is Ethereum's transactions per second, divided by 50,000. 3%. Wow. So Ethereum can do 3%, actually less, of the transactions that Solana can do. Now, this doesn't mean that Ethereum is going to die, okay? Because Ethereum is working on Ethereum 2.0, which will drastically speed up its transactions per second. It will. But okay, if you're a company though, and you're looking to build, and you're like, I want to build to scale. I want to build something like Star Atlas, where all the game things going on, all the spaceships being traded, all the coins being earned. There's so many transactions going on, in this game. Thousands and thousands and thousands every second, right? And that's just, who knows how big it's going to get. So if I'm building a company, like, I do not want to build on something that's limiting me. I don't want to build a company on a coin that's going to charge me $50,000 for a transfer fee for, like, what? No. So let alone $100, let alone $30. Like, go back to your banks, bro. Like, what are you even in crypto for? So Solana average transfer is like under a penny. That's their average. So not only that, they can do so many. Anyways, okay, so I see this information. That's the first thing. How did I find all that out? I studied it, okay, and I used it. I used both Ethereum. I used Solana. I made transfers. I bought NFTs. Like, did it all. And when you use it, you can be like, oh yeah, like Solana works like a Ferrari. Okay, Ethereum works like a 2001 Honda Civic. And I'm not blaming anyone. Okay, I actually had a car given to me out here that is a 1997 Lexus, and as long as it's running, if I have $100 million, as long as this car is running, I'm still gonna drive it. Okay, just want you to know that. So I'm not talking down on any cars. I'm just talking about the way the cars run. Okay, I'm sure I've never actually driven a Ferrari personally, but I'm sure that I would rather drive a Ferrari than drive a Honda Civic, especially if I'm racing. especially 2001. All right. So having said that, I look at that, I use it and I say, wow, holy shit, this is great. I look at the market cap. Okay. Did you know that just 3 months ago, talking in August, on August 1st, you guys could have bought Solana for $33 on August 1st. It's now up to 208. Now, the cool thing is it still has a long way to go. Okay, we look at what I'm looking at mainly to determine how much farther can we go is I'm looking at this market cap. Okay, how much total value is in Solana? And right now it's rated to be at 62 billion. All right, 62 billion. And it is how many times faster? 50,000 divided by 1,500. So it's 33 times faster, 33.3 times faster than Ethereum. Now, I don't think Solana is going to get to 33 times Ethereum's value, but I do think that in time it will get up to Ethereum's value. And so take 500 divided by 62, because Ethereum we can see is at $500 billion market cap. So that means that this would have to go 8x. Okay, Solana would have to go 8x to match Ethereum. And that comes out to 1,600 per coin. So I am being a little more conservative because I don't think it will quite get up to Ethereum in this bull run. But I do think, I believe very, very, very strongly that it could take third. Okay, and that we could get up to like 200 to 300. And so, you know, if we get up to what's 62, so 300 billion would put it at $1,000 coin. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And people, you got to think like, wow, that's a lot of money. Like, oh, like 300 billion is a lot of money. Like 2.7 million, 2.7 trillion total in crypto. Like, how can it go up higher? Like, what the freak? Like, you're crazy, Cody. Hold on, let me show you something. 2.7 trillion, Cody. How could it possibly get up to 10 trillion or something? All right, guys, look at this. See this beautiful thing? A lot of numbers. This is the US debt clock. United States national debt is at $28.9 trillion. It's crazy. 28 trillion. That's just the federal debt. That's just the federal debt. That doesn't count all the debt that people have with mortgages. This is just the US. Like, we ain't talking about Europe. We ain't talking about anything. In Canada. So we're talking, there's hundreds of trillions of dollars out there. Couple hundred probably. Couple hundred trillion. How much total money and debt is there? And I bet we couldn't even put a number on it. 1.3 quadrillion, bro. 1,300 trillion. And we're talking about, we want crypto to get like 10 of that, bro, out of that. Like, come on. Crypto gets 10 of that, and that's a 4x in the whole thing. And the thing is it's not going to all go in one place. It doesn't mean like, oh, everything's just going to go up 4 times. No, like these small ones that get like, oh, guys, we got so far to go. All money, everyone one day, you can mark my words, okay? The whole world is going to use crypto one day. The whole world. Right now, we're at probably 3%. So just hold on. Let's make a lot of money this bull run. Let's sell it all January, February, maybe March, probably February though. And then let's buy the bottom. Let's save all that money and let's buy the bottom in a year after that. Okay. And because this, looking at all this, talking about the market cap, talking about what, I mean, specifically what Solana can do. The next bull run is going to be even bigger. Okay. This bull run is going to be like adoption. Next one's going to be major adoption. Okay. And I don't think that the bear run is going to last much, you know, as long as the last one did, because the ship's sinking, bro. These currencies are sinking. That debt just keeps going up. man, that was only 12 trillion like 5 years, 10 years ago, something like that. And it's like, it's out of hand. It is literally out of hand. And won't catch me doing it. Okay. One other thing I want to show you guys, another thing you can do. So I'm looking at, here's another good buy. Solana and this one, Avalanche, are more secure in investments, meaning less risk. Like Saber and Fabric have more risk because they're smaller, but a lot more potential upside. And so that's why I don't put a ton of it in. But most of my crypto is spot, right? Like probably 90% of all my crypto I have in spot. What that means is I own the crypto. That means I'm not trading with leverage, is all that means. Okay. And I do that because leverage trading, I've lost a lot of money from leverage trading, especially crypto. A lot. I've been liquidated a lot, okay, in the past. And that's because of, you saw that crazy wick earlier, because crazy stuff like that happens. And you put on 10, 15x leverage. And just know if you're going over 5x leverage, people with a lot of money, they do the math and they look for people who are on 10 to 15x leverage. And they look at, okay, based off of 10, 15x leverage, where is the stop loss point? And they don't have to go super far, but they can manipulate the price down if they have a lot of money or a lot of crypto, and they get people to get stopped out so that they can buy more lower and ride it up. So they play games like that. It's easier in crypto because things can be more, more easily manipulated. You don't need a lot of money to manipulate it, like 5-10 million in Bitcoin is not going to move it at all. 5-10 million in Fabric is going to double the price. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you have to be really careful with that, really weary. Anyway, so okay, so Avalanche, where was that? I just had it up. One other thing that I'm doing is I'm taking coins that are similar and comparing, and watching what they do in comparison to each other, because not everything's going to pump at once. So one thing I did yesterday, and I just want to show you guys how to do it again today. Hey, Mia. What are you doing? Okay, cool. Sounds good. You can bring it to me later if you want. Okay, so this is Avalanche. Avalanche is a layer 1. Avalanche does what Solana does and what Ethereum does, right? They're a blockchain where other people can build on top. And so that's what a layer 1 is. Don't need to do much more. You don't need to go certain. Why is it called layers? Like, it doesn't matter. And actually Solana, the layer thing is like, I will actually explain it to you guys. It's called a layer 1. So Ethereum is the original reason why they have different layers. So Ethereum is the layer 1. And then you take something like Polkadot, which is built on top of Ethereum. And what Polkadot is meant to do, it's a layer 2. So meaning it goes on top of Ethereum and it makes it much more fast and efficient. It's like if you got an old iPhone, you put a brand new, you got an iPhone 8 and you put an iPhone 13 chip in it, right? That type of thing. You just make it faster. Avalanche, Solana, the cool thing is Solana is built so that it doesn't need a layer 2. Huh? How tight is that? Solana is built so that you don't need to build anything else on top. Solana will do everything that you need it to do right now. So coming back to the old point, and then I'm gonna go back to what I'm about to say. But the old point is, as if I'm a company and I'm looking to build, I want to build in the place where I have no cap on performance or how big my company can get, how many transactions I can run through. I want zero cap. I want the sky to be the limit, especially if I'm in crypto. I know how much money is coming through here. I do not want to have to be throttled because of the network. I don't want that. So Solana, it just makes sense. Oh, wow. Not only can I build now, I have unlimited transactions basically. And Solana's built so that as the technology of computers gets better, the transactions increase more and more. So that's really tight. So it's just built to last. It's built to work, where a lot of other ones are built to just pump. And Cardano is a big one that And all love to anyone owning Cardano. It's a great coin. It will go up, and it has gone up. But Cardano is a fork of Ethereum. And Cardano is very good. The owner, Charles Hoskinson, not the owner, the guy that created it, he's also a co-creator of Ethereum. But Charles Hoskinson is really good at marketing. Okay. And so he's marketed Cardano really well for people, and he's targeted people who are just getting into crypto. He's done it extremely well and gotten Cardano to do well. The challenge with it is that Cardano, it's really big. It's really big market cap. It does have projects on it, but it barely has projects on it. There's not very much that's being done on Cardano because it's an Ethereum fork, and it is faster than Ethereum. But the challenge with it, and what that means, a fork is just where they took the code and they copied it and they made a new blockchain, and they just made a couple changes to make it the way that they thought. So anyone can do a fork of anything. Anyways, the guy made a lot of money with Ethereum, so he's able to fund Cardano and get it going. But like I said, there's just not a lot going for it. So it'll still go up. It'll probably double, triple in price. If you own some, I just think that there's better things to put your money into. And just like Solana, I think Solana is probably a better place to put your money. But even then, it's like, knowing what I know, Solana has been pumping and it's pretty high. I know that there's other things that I can look that are a little bit farther down the list that haven't pumped as much yet and have farther to go. And my money can go a lot farther. So anyways, coming back to the chart, I haven't forgotten what I was going to mention. So in TradingView here, you can go to compare and you can add charts. So let's go AVAX. I'm sorry, I'm going to add the Solana chart as a little filter on top of this Avalanche chart, okay? And what I'm looking at is I'm comparing the price action of each, okay? And we can see they're kind of following the same pattern, but all this is, it's just Solana's the orange one, but Avalanche is a layer one, okay? Avalanche is competing. It's not as fast as Solana, but it's a little newer than Solana, but not as fast. And it is competing with Ethereum, and there's some big people behind it who are building. They're building hard, and they're gonna offer a good product. They do. But if we can see how much Solana has gone up compared to Avalanche. So sometimes when I'm trading, especially when I'm day trading, I want to look for these opportunities. Okay. When it comes down to it, profits don't care about politics. Okay. So like what the coin's doing, whatever. When I'm trading, like when I'm investing, yeah, I care about the fundamentals. What are they doing? Where is it going? Who's part of it? Blah, blah, blah. If I'm just trading, I only care about the chart. What does the chart look like? And so we can obviously see here that they've gone pretty similar, but Solana has pumped a lot more. And I think Avalanche will follow suit. And so what I've been doing with this coin is I've made a couple trades that have gone decent, but I'm just kind of waiting for a proper entry. Zaid, what's up? Are you on? Oh my gosh, he just texted me. I haven't even looked to see who's on. Shout out to Zaid. What's up, brother? Just send me a photo. You got the newborn. Baby's so cute, man. So good to see. Look at that. Perfect little baby, dude. Oh my gosh. Mia, Zaid just sent me a photo. He's on the live stream, and he come look at the baby. So cute. Anyway, shout out to Zaid, guys. If you Zaid is an artist with hats, okay? Absolute artist. And so if you go to his site or to his Instagram, what's that? Yeah. You find it. Come on. We the Infinite. Everyone follow Zaid, my man here, but he makes medicine hats. And they're one of a kind, okay? So one of one. Consult with him, check his site out. I met him here in Tulum. He was staying here for a while. He lives in Colombia now, in Medellin, and he can do hats all over the world. But these are next level, super, super high quality hats. So he doesn't have, it looks like he's got nothing in stock. So it's all the custom thing. And knowing Zaid, he's probably backed up with orders right now too. So if you can, if you're able to get a spot with him, hit him up, get a hat. Absolutely amazing hats. So well, I have an order with him as well. So anyways, definitely recommend it, guys. And he's amazing. Another thing he's doing is Zaid, I gotta remember what's the Instagram for the dream thing. I could probably find it. But this is Zaid's Instagram though. Zaid Ski. So follow him. Shout out to Zaid. Absolute G. This is what I wanted to show you guys too. They created this thing where someone types up their dream, and Zaid typed up here what his dream was. My dream is to create art, jewelry, and clothing that reflects a connection to earth and its resources in a harmonious creative expression. And when he types this into this program, it makes this art. It's really, really cool. And so they've been doing this project, collecting the dreams of children. Here it is, Constellation Dreamers. Collecting the dreams of children, and I mean anyone, just collecting dreams and posting them, or creating the art with them, posting them as NFTs. So really, really cool stuff. Zayd's the man, just flowing the creative energy always. So anyways, gotta shout him out. Amazing human. Super grateful he hopped on today. Good to see you, man. Good to see the baby. Bring it back to charts. And if you guys need, if you guys curious about Zaid, if you didn't get the info right there, just hit me up and I can send you his Instagram and all that. So anyways, guys, yeah, crypto's looking really, really good. So one thing I want to show you here too, I was just talking about Avalanche, and we have a long ways to run. Hold on, gotta sneeze. Oh, thanks, man.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. So Avalanche here, look at this. I'm looking at the daily, guys, and just looking at price action, knowing what we know. I'm going to get rid of the Solana chart. I think we get it. Okay, we got this high over here. On this chart, I'm on Bybit chart, so I don't have like a ton of data. It doesn't go back very far. But we can see that yesterday's daily closed above this high, above the bodies. So what that says is that bulls are in control. We see Bollinger Bands are spreading apart. Now, classic, when we close outside the band, it's not the time to buy, right? We then wait for the retest. So we're getting that now, but this candle says, if you guys know, you've been in the course, you watched, getting coached. Closing outside the band means that it will continue. Doesn't mean it will directly continue, although it could. A lot of times when it closes outside the band, you'll get a retest sometime. You might get a couple candles outside of the band before the retest, but the retest is where you buy. And so on crypto, since it's moving so much, I'm more comfortable and inclined to make decisions on the 1 hour. However, what I'll always do is wait for the 4 hour and for the 1 hour to line up, mesh. And if the 1 hour and the 4 hour both say, hey, we're about to rip, we're about to fly, that's when I jump in. So a lot of trading crypto for me is waiting. Okay, I'm on Forex, I can get away, and I know I haven't for a little while. So some of you that are on now, you haven't really seen me do that. But Forex, the way I used to trade and do well when I wasn't coaching, so I had a lot of extra time during the day. I was trading the 15-minute, 5-minute, sometimes even the 1 minute, but trading from the hour chart down. And I was profiting really well because the patterns are all the same. And so I would just look for those small trades, but I would make a ton of small trades that added up. Now what I do is I trade the higher time frame, because that on crypto is just noise. And I find that when I've done that on crypto, I lose money. So I simply look at my trading journal and ask myself, okay, all these losses, how can I stop them? And one big one for me was just zoom out, trade on the higher time frame. So I make less trades now, but the trades are are bigger. Now, even if I had the extra time, I would not be day trading crypto in that way. I wouldn't be scalping. I wouldn't be doing the low time frames. Forex, yes, Forex totally. If I wasn't coaching, I would probably still be putting that time in. But even so, even if I had the free time, just because crypto's running right now, I still wouldn't be trading Forex on that because I'm gonna be more focused on crypto. Follow the money, guys. Follow the money. So yeah, just kind of spouting it off. So since we saw that close above the high, we see the body here. It closed above the wicks of this high, and then above the bodies over here on this last high. We can obviously see, there's resistance here at the top of this wick because we touched that up here at $73, and we've come down a bit. So now we just wait. So we watch for the 4 hour, we watch for the 1 hour, and we see what's happening. So on the 1 hour, we see that we have peaked, we've come under the moving average here. So what does that mean? And we wicked off of it a little bit. We're 4 minutes away from this hourly close. So these two candles mean, well, we're not going to buy because we're under the moving average here and we haven't tested the Bollinger Band. Now, what's good is as these candlesticks, as they're moving down, the bands are heading towards each other. So what that means is that the volatility is decreasing. So we're not going to move down far. And we have to just look at, okay, where's the levels that it could bounce? Well, luckily I drew lines for you already. So we see here on Avalanche that we have a top here and a top here. Both show that is a clear resistance point. And since we're above, that's where I'm going to look for support. Now, the other spot, I have this blue line drawn really because of these two highs. Like if we go to the 4 hour, they look like wicks here. So the wicks here, that to me is the support level. And if we can see here clearly that the moving average kind of lines up with that area. So I would kind of wait. We're at $69. And yes, you could buy now. There's two ways to do this, to play crypto right now. You can buy it and just forget it until January, February, maybe December. Just forget. But what I'm doing is I'm watching the 1 hour, the 4 hour, I'm setting notifications. I just want to get some good executions. And so I like to still, even though I'm trading on the higher time frame, the 4 hour, I'm still trading what I would consider a smaller movement. So, I might look for like getting in here or getting in up here, riding this and then getting out, and then wait for the retest and getting in again and riding up, getting it out, getting out. So I'm doing both. My other coins, I'm just buying and holding. Obviously, see, this movement is a lot smaller than what the whole movement will be like. We're going to see this one Avalanche go up to 105, maybe $120. And we're at $70 right now. So it's a good one to trade. It could definitely be a good one to trade. Kind of follow it all the way up. Polkadot is another one. So as I'm trading crypto, here's another thing, guys. Everything's going to want to distract you. If you're in it, you're on crypto Twitter, you're watching Instagram, you're just in it, okay? You're in crypto, you're gonna get distracted. What I mean is you're gonna have all this money out you put into coins, or for those of you that you've sent me money and I've got your money into coins, we got the money there. You're gonna see on Instagram and stuff, you're gonna see on Twitter and stuff like, holy shit, like this other coin, I need to get into it. Like someone tweeted about it, like we gotta buy it, we gotta get it. And I'm telling you it's called FOMO, and that's one of the worst strategies you could ever have. From experience as well, everything I say from experience, if I say not to do something, it's probably because I did it and I lost money from it. That's the case 95% of the time. Okay. So that's one of those things. If you're constantly chasing the pump, if you're constantly trying to make sure you don't miss out, what's your focus there? Oh shit, I don't want to miss out. What are you focusing on? You're focusing on missing out, not missing out, but it's still missing out. The universe doesn't know the difference between missing out and not missing out. It just knows that you're focusing on missing out. So instead, we focus on making it, focusing on riding it. And so we find those coins that we can see the price action's clear because everything's going to pump. And then we just wait patiently. And so that's what Saber, Fabric, Liquid, Jet, if you got into it, these ones are all that. It's just buy in, stay patient. Don't move the money. Just stay patient because everything's going to pump. And we're actually grateful to be in the coins that aren't pumping right away because it's going to make it a bigger pump later on. So anyway, what I'm doing is I'm finding what I'm trading. If I'm trading in and out, I'm finding just good stuff that has good solid use case, good fundamentals, something that has the best possible chance to pump, okay, and to go up. And so then when I find those things, I'm then watching the price action, and I'm going to watch on the daily and the 4 hour. Okay. Once again, this is separate from my stack of coins that I'm just invested in waiting. So, okay. We just went over AVAX, Avalanche, and so we're waiting on a retest now. So I want to look at Polkadot because Polkadot has yet to start sending it as well. We had a really strong bullish candle yesterday, and we're kind of testing highs. Now, Polkadot is one I mentioned earlier. It's a layer 2 for Ethereum. Basically, it's being built on top of Ethereum to make it faster. So I still use Ethereum, but anyways, this will run a lot. They're releasing something next month called making, what is it, parachain rollout. Okay, so they have basically some coins that people are going to launch on Polkadot. It's like a launch pad. And so on this launch pad, it basically is an investment portal or like an ICO or initial stock offering, but for crypto, right? IDO. It's not DeFi, but I guess it is DeFi. Anyways, people are going to invest their money here to put into other projects. And to invest in these other projects, they have to buy Polkadot. And a lot of people are last minute, they're going to, when it's like, they see the project, like, oh, I want to invest in it. How do I do it? I need to buy Polkadot. So Polkadot will pump. Polkadot will probably double in the next 2 months or less. It's at $43. Yeah, this will go to 100 plus. We could trade it the whole way up. So the cool thing, one thing you want to do is you're watching the price action, kind of like I went over. You got the stuff in the group, the videos in the group that you can check. Stuff I talk about on the live streams here. You're watching that price action, but we're in a bull run. Okay, we're going up. You do not want to short. Don't. I know everyone wants to think, oh, I'm smart, I'm sharp. Let me just pop in this short really quick. I'm telling you from experience, don't look for shorts. When the price is going down, you're just looking for a better opportunity to buy. Okay. When in doubt, zoom out. So on the hourly, if you're watching the Bollinger Bands, it breaks under the Bollinger Bands. See, on this hourly, we're under them. So then I simply go out to the 4 hour and I check it. Okay, the 4 hour, we're still above and it looks like we're retesting, but we could go below. Definitely could. So then I'm going to go out to the daily, and daily, we close strong. We're above it. We actually technically almost just bounced off the Bollinger Bands. So daily says full send, right? Daily says we're going up. So now what we're going to do, how do I know? Because look at this engulfing candle we had yesterday. And it closed above the high of the candle bodies all over here. And we came up, we didn't fully retest, but we kind of did a sideways thing. While the moving average came up, we got close to testing it. And so to me, that's strong sign of continuation. See right here, the candle closed outside. So we still have strong sign of continuation. So now that we see on the higher time frame, it looks very clearly like it's going to continue up. What I want to then do is go to the lower time frame and look for that entry. Okay. And so we can just simply, let's look for different things that we can see that tell us what a good entry is. What type of price action do we want to see that tells us, yo, here's your sign. First thing is what we can look at is we look at some of the bottoms. So here, we pumped up. Let's look at this bottom beforehand. And what do we see? Okay, we were under the moving average. We came down. And when we started to slow down, what we started to see some wicks here. We got a wick here, but can't count that as much, right? We did close that one outside the band. But this one, even though the candle's inside, or I'm sorry, it peaked outside. The close was inside. All right. And after this one, we didn't close inside or outside the band again. So, this one is the first sign of like, okay, this could be a bottom. And what I'll also look at is previous support levels. So remember, it's a thing, right? The beginning of a movement is always a level. So right here, we can see this is the beginning of that upward movement. And so notice how when we came down here, that same level was support. And that was the level that we bounced up from. All right. So when we bounced on this candle, we got a strong wick. It's not our sign to get in yet because it's not engulfing. But then we get this one, another wick. Even though the candle closed kind of weak, meaning it looked like it could go down more, this next one was engulfing. Although barely, it was totally engulfing. So there, right there is a strong sign to get in. Now, maybe we don't see that and we just want to wait for full confirmation. So if you don't get in on this candle, then you assuredly want to get in on this one because this is a strong engulfing candle that closed above the moving average. Okay. And if you didn't get in there, you have one more chance to try it out over here with your retest, which went up a bit and then we closed below. So anyways, we can just look at this bottom. Okay. What do we see out of this bottom that tells us it's a bottom? Well, a couple things. Strong wicks at a clear support level telling us, hey, there is some buying support here, right? People are pushing the price up. Okay, they're buying it out. And another signal, another symbol is engulfing. Okay, so this candle right here engulfing this bearish candle, especially when it's a bigger bodied candle, that's a strong sign as well. Okay, when you get, now we have two wicks pushing the price up, right? This one went down far. This one couldn't go down as far as this other one. Both pushed the price up. We're closing inside the bands. We got an engulfing. That's a great sign for it to go up. Now, these candles right here are a sign for you to get out, unfortunately. But what you could do is if you're getting into a buy, you put your stop loss below, and you definitely wouldn't have gotten stopped out. So this is where you kind of set it and forget it on the hourly, where you get some of that noise, right? So this is just noise because if you bought down here, this is just noise for when you sell up here. This doesn't matter if you're selling up here. So that's why it's good to just buy, set a stop loss, forget about it. Go to the beach. That's what I do. I went paddleboarding yesterday, guys. And I took a microdose. I took a double microdose. So I wasn't like seeing anything, but just like feeling good, feeling connected on the board. And it was really easy for me to get into a meditative state. And it was really easy for me to relate how the waves and the tide are so similar to the patterns that the market makes, right? The ups and the downs and the ebbs and the flows, right? The tide goes in and tide comes out, right? So sounds super hippie, but that's how it is, man. Like we're all nature. We're all connected to nature. Like we are nature. And so it's just only right that everything that we do connects to the patterns that are in nature because that's what we are. And so markets are something that we do. It's all just other humans. It's a bunch of humans getting together, hive mind, and moving the price the way that we're moving it. So that was amazing. So this is and you know what's also amazing is family. Okay, this is a huge tenet. Okay, huge tenet that I want to get down. I'm done talking charts. Okay, I gave a lot of alpha in this one. Okay, I'm done talking charts. We're gonna talk mindset for a minute, guys. Just gonna look at my beautiful face. Done with charts for today. On the stream, I got a lot of coaching sessions today. Yesterday, I've been looking at charts all last week, and I'm really good at keeping a good mind and making sure I don't overwork and knowing that when I'm tired, put the charts down. I'm really good at that. That's like huge thing to get good at, is just knowing when not to trade. So I'm pretty good at that. But looking at charts, doing, getting prepared, setting orders, looking. And I then take a day off yesterday because I had 2 coaching sessions that rescheduled. I take a day off and I go to the beach. I'm going to the beach right now. Nice. Going to the beach right now. I go paddle boarding. We caught some waves. We were able to like, paddleboard surf. So it was fun. Paddle out, ride the waves back in. And I had so much fun. So put all this work and time in to charts, watching Saber, watching Fabric, watching the charts, staring, waiting. And the one day I go out and I just have tons of fun and I get super present. I just have a great time. I come back and Fabric's up 84%. We come back and we were at a friend's house and we watched this movie called Gattaca. Gattaca's pretty tight. It's a 1997 movie. If you guys have heard of it, if you haven't, go watch it. It's really interesting. People can design their children's DNA and it's really cool. Anyway, we opened up her wallet and we had fun, bro. We were out surfing all day and we've been talking about coins and talking about stuff for like a week before. And the one day we have fun, we go back and she'd made 39,000 in while we were out surfing, 39 grand. I mean, granted, she had like $100,000 in the account, but 40 grand in a day, 40% in a day. And not all of her account was in Fabric, but just what was. So about half of it is yeah. And I come back and my accounts are up pretty tight. Like I didn't make 40 grand in a day yesterday. That's coming soon. But I did really well. And what I'm getting at is you can put all the work in all the time, all the effort, all the sweat equity, which I think it is important to show, to have that. But I actually think that when you put some work in, you set your intentions and you set goals. When it comes to manifestation, by going out and having fun, you're actually creating it more because you're putting yourself in such a high frequency. And when you're setting goals and stuff, it's already in your subconscious, right? Your subconscious is already listening. And if you're a radio and you're putting these frequencies out, by putting out, like I said earlier, if you trade while you're angry, you're going to get angrier results. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. So what if you make goals and then you just go out and have fun? What frequency are you operating from when you're having fun? You're feeling joy, right? You're feeling abundant. Everything's good. Nothing matters. Who gives a shit what the charts are doing? I'm in this moment, and that's rich, bro. What I got in this moment is absolutely rich. That's real wealth. And interesting how when you get in that frequency, that the things that you're working on, they just manifest. They just happen. So actually, my boy Caleb's on. I remember one day we went to this place called Zelha out here, super fun, like outdoor theme park, bro. And that's what it is, bro. It's like this super vacation spot, like beautiful place, unlimited food all day, unlimited drinks all day, even though I don't drink. Snorkeling, like we saw barracuda and manta rays, and it was a great time. And I think I popped off like that day I made like 2,500 earlier in the day, and then I popped off another like 3 grand, I think, in the next like the day after. And so just from random investments, random trading. And it's another amazing example of just going out and having fun. You set the goal. I put the trades in place, and I just went and had fun. And so what I'm manifesting is more things that make me feel that high frequency, because that's the frequency I'm putting out. And so I'm saying, hey, universe, this is what my satellite dish is set to receive. So let's receive it, right? We're just pointing our satellite dish to the frequency we want to receive. So, and not to knock hard work at all, not to knock it, but look at the people who create the most. And look at how much they actually work. Yeah.
That's why we need those flow sensors, Cody.
I know, bro. They're coming.
I'm saying.
So really, really excited about those. Now just pay us. Then we just literally get paid to have fun, like literally, instead of just expecting it. So really exciting stuff.
You're not having fun. You're resisting.
Yeah,
Resisting
bro,
everything.
couldn't have said it more, dude. Fun is getting like, you can't say it better, bro. You get rid of all resistance, because when you're working, you're staring at charts. Part of working hard is you're thinking, well, I gotta work my ass off, because if I don't, like, what if? And so you're resisting possibly achieving what you want. And dang, bro, Caleb, that was perfectly said. That was amazing. Getting rid of that resistance. So yeah, family. So have fun, and that's what's cool about like what I do. I really enjoy trading, guys. Obviously you can see like I woke up today. I haven't had coffee. I haven't had anything, bro. I've been flowing through this whole thing. I woke up, cuddled with my girlfriend, meditated for a second, and then I hopped on. I actually woke up late because I stayed up till like 1 a.m. yesterday, and live stream is 8 o'clock for me. And I think I got out of bed at like 7:15. So I love it. I love charts, bro. I love it. And I also really love coaching. Like I really enjoy it. Is Matt on yesterday? Oh man, every one of you, I think one or two of you were on yesterday and heard it, but I'll post it as a recording. I'll post it on Instagram. I love coaching because yesterday my boy Matt gets on and he says, "Yo, Cody, I haven't talked to him in like 2 months. Okay. He bought my course a while ago and he had a baby. And so he's busy working and being a dad. And he comes to me yesterday. He just randomly hops on the stream and he's like, yo, dude, just got to tell you, I was trading on a demo account and I turned $1,000 demo account into $10,000 in a month. And he's like, the biggest game changer is I use a trading journal. And he's like, that when I took it serious, I started happening. So he said on a demo account, then he said, I just want to test it out and I want to see my discipline and really work my discipline. So I put in just $100 into my account, and using a trading journal every single trade in a week. I mean, it's not a crazy amount, but he turned $100 into just over $500 in a week. And so you guys can do the math there, just add zeros, of the possibilities. Obviously, that's probably trading with a little bit more risk, but the possibilities are 100% there. Just the fact that he did the $1,000 demo into a $10,000 demo, that's real. It's performing the exact same actions on a real account would have produced the exact same results. So what's the difference? Well, the difference is with real money, people's mindset can change. And so, I just told him like, hey, like make sure that you just focus on just trading in a good spot, keep journaling your trades, focus on your frequency. What are you vibrating? Are you vibrating a good abundance? Okay, trade when you're feeling abundant, when you're feeling happy. Anyways, that stuff gets me absolutely geeked. It's tight, bro. I will literally, I know I'm set for the things I'm doing. I know I'm set for life. Like I'm set. My kids are set for life. I know that. And, but that it's like, so what? Like, that's boring. Like if I'm just going to sit at my house and just enjoy my life just by myself, like the real true wealth for me comes in assisting others to see freedom. And it's way more than money, guys. It's way more than money. Okay. Money's cool. And it is a tool, and money's going to change things, or the way money is going to change a lot. We're going to experience more abundance, but it's just a tool. It is only a tool, like a hammer. It's like a lot of people have emotional attachment to money. And if you think about money as like a hammer or a screwdriver, it's like some people like freaking lust after money, like just get super horny about money. And if you look at it that way, that's a really bad relationship to look at it. And, you got to look at what's truly valuable, what really matters. And so to me, any challenges of the world, anything that's going on in the world that people see as bad, it's just that people are lacking freedom, and really it's just a mindset. And so for me personally, what brings me joy, what's most valuable to me is peace and joy, and feeling love. And I want everyone to feel that. And I know that the higher the frequency, the average frequency is of the world, the higher we can all go. And so if I can help the world to in any way, right? I have a small community, right? I'm not like anything crazy, anyone crazy. But the things that I'm doing and putting my time into, such as these flow sensors, the whole reason is because I believe they're all tools, all things, and trading and teaching trading. These are things that can assist people to become free. And it's not the trading, but it's the mindset. You know, it's working on the mindset, working on the self, you know, trusting ourselves, and on and on. So anyway, just know that I'm always going to be, whatever I do is, that's why I came to Earth. I chose to come here to assist in people experiencing more freedom. And anyway, that's what matters. Yeah, money's nothing, guys. Money's absolutely nothing. So peace is everything. Peace is tight. And love's tight too. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. Sarah says, I like to think about money as a resource, just as time and energy. That's also a good way to see it. The challenge, though, is with seeing it that way is, okay, energy, for instance, I only have so much energy for, you know, myself for each day. And like we all know, like when we put it all out on the table, it's done. Like it's time for bed. I'm tired. I put all out. Like I gotta take a nap. It's time for sleep. Okay. We obviously know at that moment, like, you know, at least for me, when I'm really exhausted, like my charting is absolutely worthless at that moment, right? I'm way better off to just go to bed, right? I'm gonna actually make a worse decision if I chart while I'm extremely exhausted. Okay, so the challenge with seeing money is, for me, within that way, is feeling like, you know, is still attaching some kind of value to it, you know, because I know I can just go rest and I'll be fine, and I can, you know, do things again after I'm done resting. But let's say if I'm running low on money, I don't want to have any of that attachment, like I'm not able to accomplish something because I don't have the money, right? Like, yeah, if I don't have the energy, there's a chance I can't accomplish something. You know, if I rest, though, I know that I have the capability, and so I just need to rest. And so I don't want to see money in a way that's limiting me into what I can accomplish personally. But seeing it more as like a tool, you know, like what's one way to get a house? Well, you can buy one, right? My girlfriend inherited a house, right? She didn't have to buy it, right? She's 20, and like that's another way to inherit a house. You don't need any money for that, or to get a house. You don't need any money for that, right? Out here in Mexico, it's a law with specific parts of the land that the Mayans, if they're able to squat on some land for, I think it's like a couple weeks without getting kicked off, if someone else owns the land, well, because the Mayans technically are they're the original ones. It's their land originally. They can squat on that land and they can claim it, right? They could buy the land, or they could just go squat on it, right? That's a whole other way to get something, to achieve something, right? There's this lady I saw a news article, it was a few years ago, where this lady, she she woke up in the middle of the night to this loud bang, like boom noise. What had happened is she walks out to her garage and there's a big hole in the roof, and someone had dropped from an airplane. She found a big brick of marijuana. She lived right on the border of Mexico in Texas. And anyways, I'm just saying, like, stuff like that, that's kind of crazy. That's really random. You know, they just dropped the marijuana in the wrong place. Obviously, they were meaning to drop it somewhere else. Went right through her roof of her garage. And, you know, it was a few pounds of marijuana, which is valued at, I don't know, thousands of dollars. And so right there, it's like, if you want to make money, like that's a possibility, right? That could totally happen, you know? Not saying do anything, but if you live in California and you just take it to your local dispensary, maybe they'll buy it off you. Right? So all I'm saying is, you know, there's a million ways that things can happen, and we can manifest things. We can meet people, right? You we don't need money though. It's yeah, it's just a hammer. It's just a screwdriver. So yeah. And time, I think time's another one. I actually want to, I'm hoping to stop. I'm hoping I personally want to stop counting my birthdays. And it has nothing to do with just the fact of that's just the way that people do it. I listened to this guy who was saying, and I believe it, if you think about the placebo effect, how that works, but that we're programmed to age. And that based off of our societal programming, what we grow up to hear, oh, this is the average age of a human. And we hear about the age that our grandparents die. We see them around their age. And right, we set these beliefs about how the average human should age. And to me, that's all false. And that if we just reprogrammed our mind and we started to believe, like in the Bible, it talks about how people, and I don't like follow the Bible, but I do think that there are truths in the Bible. There's truths in all religious texts, I think. But it talks about people living like 700 years or more, 1,000 years probably. And I actually think that stuff's really true. I think that different things have happened, such as like the way we eat, the way we live, all that. And anyway, yeah, so even time is like, if you think about it, if we could live 700 years, like to be 30, 40, to be even 80 or 90, it's like, dang, bro, you're just getting started, And it's like, Cody, you sound crazy, but bro, guys, scientists came out and said that the human body, when it's born, it's designed in a way where it could live 250 years if it got the proper nutrition and proper sleep and proper care. So that was the actual thing. But anyway, all mindset, guys. So that's the most important thing. Learn the charts, right? Put the time in, but most importantly, have fun. Have fun, because that's the whole point of doing it. The key is, you want to live the life that you want, or if you don't feel like you're fully living the life that you want, well, you got to think of, okay, who am I in that time? Okay, if I'm every day living that life that I choose, that might look a little different than what I feel like I'm experiencing now. What does that person look like? What do I look like in a year, 5 years, 10 years from now? Right? What am I doing day to day? Am I slaving away at a job, or am I just chilling on the beach? Right? Am I having fun all the time, or am I not having so much fun? Right? How am I breathing? How am I walking? What am I wearing? See, what I'm telling you is to be that person within your means, be that person that you are 5 years from now, focus on that person. Who do I want to be in 5 years? And then start to just bring that person into the now. Start to breathe like that person, walk, talk, act, and do everything that person would do. And you become that, and you'll manifest the rest of it. Like, it'll just come because you're making your vibration to be that. So anyway, okay, I am going to call it right now. I have a lot. I have I think 4 or 5 coaching sessions today. So I'm going to go get myself situated and prepared for that. Let me just check the calendar. Who's first? Sweet. Okay, so I have one here in a little bit, and then Louis, good to see you on, brother. So we have our session. Caden, I'll see you after Louis. My boy Sue, I'll see you after that. And Meech, I want to see if we can rock it today too. So anyway, okay, guys. All the love, all the time. I'm always here. Sometimes I'm hard to get a hold of, but if I don't answer texts, or if you guys have my number, call me if you need. I'm gonna have a full-time assistant within the coming months. I'm just waiting for it to quit her other job. Found who I want, so it'll get better. Anyway, okay, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.